Yeah, hello all. Um, just a bit of insight that's come to me over the last couple of days, and I've been sitting on it in regards to Freud and his Oedipus complex. I was able to connect, an experience I had that led to trauma, um, to being about um, the relationship I had with my mother in my early childhood. And, without going into a great deal of content, what I've been able to discern is that I was in love with her, in love with the positive aspects of her nature, even though they were somewhat distorted. Um, the glee and jubilation that she used to experience, you know, she used to mirror back divinity to me, and um, I thought it was exceptional and extraordinary, and I adored her for that. Um, and on this particular occasion, I was testing that reality. You know, um, I thought that I'd be ushered into the world of adults whom I perceived as gods with the same sort of power and authority, and I was testing her to see if she was in love with me. Um, and I was utterly convinced that she was. I went through this thought process, where I uh, experienced an egomania that was so intense that I actually connected to that inner divinity, and it escalated into the point where it verged or was uh, megalomaniacal in nature. I experienced a sense of triumphalism that was so uh, compelling. Like I mentioned, I thought I'd be ushered into the world of adults as a herald of some kind. And all I did was trigger someone else into depersonalizing. What I was experiencing was so sublime in nature that I lost contact with my physical realm, and I slipped into derealization. And this particular individual, when he depersonalized, attacked me. So it's taken me a long time to accept the fact that when I get distressed or agitated, I do exactly the same thing. I depersonalize, and my parents were um, they were raised by Catholic parents, so their punishment was a little cruel and unusual. And for the longest time, I thought that I had to exceed the parameters set by a distorted perception of what love really pertained to. I thought that I had to become a god, basically, and I desired, the affect that megalomania produced was fucking exquisite. And I think fortunately for me, I experienced it whilst in the throes of eroticism, because that's basically what I did. I eroticized this situation in a very infantile manner. It's not like I went and masturbated or formed an erection. But I can comprehend, what Freud suggests now. And for me, it's been a pathway back to sanity, because, whether it's old school or not, it's the therapy technique or the therapeutic technique that's bringing me some sort of accountability today. So yeah, just feeling a little blessed at the moment, which is kind of nice. And if you can relate, or you have any queries about my experience, just throw something in the comments and I'll get back to you. It's just good to be alive. I'm smoking heavily and indulging in a lot more Coca-Cola, but this endless rumination is starting to abate. Because I feel as though I've got to the crux of my issue and I can acknowledge that, and I'm no longer trying to repress it or deny it. So thanks all for subscribing. It's enough for today. It's heading on to 4 o'clock. We just turned 4 o'clock in the morning here in Cambodia. It's a peace. Ciao.